Hi there, sign of Leo. This is Kim with your next 48-hour reading. Hope you're doing really well. Thanks so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. Let's get right into your reading, guys. This is, I think it's called the Martian Oracle. It's something very similar to that, the Martian Oracle. I'm going to pull this first, just to get us started, and then we'll pull a Celtic cross, see where it goes. Shadow self. Whew. Talking about some serious stuff today. Oh gosh, really? Man, who are you all dealing with? I have the reptilians on the bottom. Who are you all dealing with? Because, man, Men in Black, 13, stalking, intimidation, confrontation. And 36, the shadow self. Denial, projecting, and shame. So this is a number 9. This is kind of like the death card energy here. Something really transforming. It depends on if you want to address your shadow side or not. I mean, that's it. It's as simple as that. If you do, and also just be careful with those energies showing up, you know, with like, oops, confrontation, stalking, and things like that. Yeah, just be very careful with those energies. You really don't want to be, those aren't very good energies. So I'd say just be careful. All right, let's pull from the tarot, the Spacious Tarot, and let's get, like I said, Celtic cross. See what else is coming in for you. Shadow self, denial, projecting, shame. Stalking, intimidation, confrontation. 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. I feel like the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse is probably the challenge here. The 4 of Pentacles might be about saving, personal growth, development, getting your power back. Maybe somebody is making you feel intimidated about some kind of power. The Tower in reverse, it's a good energy because this is about rebuilding. It's about rebuilding something. Scorpio energy too. Getting power back, rebuilding, getting power back. Getting it to work, though, is the deal. Wow, we have 8-8. No matter what, your message in your reading is 8-8 too. So that is prosperity. Past energy was waiting on news to come in. Waiting on some kind of news. What's the now moment looking like for Leo? Now moment. 10 of Wands. You're doing all that you can do. You're putting in the work. You're putting in the work. So I would think you can really feel this energy of putting out a lot of your work, your energy into this. Whoops. I mean, there we go. 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. 4 of Pentacles could have to do with Capricorn energy. Virgo challenge. Tower, Scorpio. 2 of Swords in reverse is, it's going to come to a point where whether or not it can be worked out peacefully, it's not going to matter. It's going to have to be worked out. It's something that's going to there's going to be like either a decision you have to make or something that's going to be, it might even be made. Like the mind needs to be made up by this point. I don't know what this is about. We will get clarifying. So how do you feel? Ace of Swords in the reverse. Feeling like you don't have the whole truth about something. Or it might be this shadow energy making you feel like you're not living your complete truth because of this shadow energy. Okay, in your environment, we'll have the World and the 7 of Swords in reverse. There's something that is either energy of like caught energy, or seeing through with wise discernment through a situation. Really being able to hone in on what is it that you're projecting and figuring that out. So I feel like you're using wise discernment here. Letting go of some really, really hard times. It might be Aquarius energy. The world might be Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or Leo. But it's a new chapter with the world. Your ability to discern is better, to have wise discernment, and to see through the illusions and to see what you're projecting is there. Okay, so hopes or fears. Queen of Cups. Good. Queen of Cups. Hoping that you'll be well received. Hoping that your love will be well received. And that you can receive love too in return. Taking really good care of yourself. Maybe it's really hoping that something with health is going good or keeps on going good. Cancer energy possibly. This Two of Swords energy might be Libra too. That might have to do with the decision like that somebody else makes, you know, like a legal thing. It might be something like that. The Chariot is coming out as your outcome. It's good. It's a way through. There's a way through to a victory. I think that it's the challenge is keeping yourself aware of what it is you're going after. What's the end goal? And shining light on these shadows. Because it's the only way to get you to where this outcome is, this victory. Okay, what else? Let go of any kind of judgment that you have on yourself or others. Especially let go if you're passing judgment on somebody or yourself for not seeing something very well, for being stuck in the spell of Seven Cups. Some kind of like, you know, if you made bad judgment because of being intoxicated or something like that, that can do with that. So there may be some forgiveness here, and it's definitely coming in if you want it. Let's get some Osho Zen Tarot and see what else do we have for Leo. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. Ooh, coming out of a really hard time. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is coming out of a time that's very worrisome, bothersome. Either financially or, you know, a health thing, something that's very worrisome. How you were, what your judgment was like is something that's gonna be weighed in with some kind of judgment or decision. Four of Swords in the reverse says postponement. It's in the reverse, so I feel like this is something that you have to address or that needs to be healed. We need to take time out from whatever it is that we're doing to heal this. And again, I'm seeing the Four and the rebuilding and foundations. All right, what's the challenge about? Right away, look, the Queen of Wands. All right, so finding a way to share your gifts with the world and help yourself is part of this solution. I think this is a solution. What's not working and then replacing it with what is going to work for you. And the Queen of Wands is somebody who you could be looked at as being very attractive, very well off, money-wise, health-wise, and you could, you know, your gifts could be really, really strong at this time. So what's the Ten of Wands about here? It's about the Ten of Wands in reverse. Something is about to relieve you of your burden. Something that made you feel bogged down, or something that drug you down is going to relieve it. It has something to do with you moving forward with some gifts of yours and helping others with that gift. Ace of Swords in the reverse. So it feels like there needs to be a timeout to heal a situation. You have 4 again in the reverse. This is rebuilding with the ability to start with a fresh start. And you need to have a beginner's mind here for yourself. I feel like you need to view yourself with more compassion here. What's the Two of Swords about in the reverse? The Nine of Pentacles. It is the money, the financial windfall that comes in. This can be a legal thing that turns out in your favor too. That brings a big amount of money your way. That's good. That's always good. Something will be ripe for the harvest. And I feel like since the harvest is appearing here as cherries, and she has some on her plate, that this is something that's yours. This is what you're going to be able to produce and show. Your skills will bear much fruit. Seven of Swords in the reverse is about the Nine of Wands energy. So they're like, look, you are so close. You are so close to a completion and a new beginning. A second chance. You're so close to all of that. Don't give up. Even though you're exhausted, don't give up. You have wise discernment at this time. And something is about a completion. So if there is something else that needs to be wrapped up, it's small and it's about to be wrapped up. What's the Queen of Cups about? So guys, in your future, big financial gain here in the future energy. So the Star, whew, the Challenge. It's for what we're hoping for. So some of you all could really be putting yourself out there, and this could be like fame. It really could be. It could be fame coming in. You do need a little bit more time with yourself, with going in. Time to yourself is what I'm feeling. Like time alone every now and then will be good for you. That could be Aquarius energy too. There's something that your ability to pay for is going to pay off. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Which it's energy too, right? And there's the Four of Pentacles. There's gaining your power back. But make sure that once you get all of those wonderful things, that you don't act like the miser. You're not going to lose it. So don't hold on too tight. If you love it, let it go. If it comes back, then you'll know. That's what they say. So getting your power back, you need to release some judgments that you have on yourself. This is really, it is like a building and a powerful type energy. What's the shadow self about here? What's the shadow self about, Spirit? Avoiding communication. Slow and steady progress. And what you're creating, an Empress energy. It could be about mother issues too, mother issues. The Empress energy, sometimes when it's like that, could mean that we're trying to focus on ourselves instead of being able to take care of others at the time. You have to focus on yourself. So it can mean that too. That's what I've got for you all, though. I mean, really, it's a good reading. It's having, you do have some shadow things to deal with, don't we all? And there's something in the process of rebuilding. I think you could open up your lines of communication. That would help things. Pay attention to signs, definitely. There you go. Your future positive direction will soon reveal itself. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. A surprise. A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those searching. Care required. Guard yourself against deception and be careful making foolish mistakes at this time. Seven of Swords is in the reverse, so you can guard yourself against deception. You have this ability. You have wise discernment, and you also have this intuitive gift, intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Okay. Let's see what spirit animal wants to say something to you. I'm curious as to what that would be. I'm going to get a dream totem too for you. Responsibility. Become discriminate about the people you choose to help. There are too many people in your life who don't take responsibility for themselves. Instead, rely on you to fix it. Daring. Find your voice and use it nice and loud, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. If you don't use it now, nothing will change. If you don't use it now, nothing will change. For Leo. What animal spirit do you have for them? For Leo. Pay attention to the signs. Oh, wow. Leo, look at that. Lion spirit. Be generous as spirit. 37. Especially if when you come out of this temporary financial hardship and you get this big windfall, be generous. What you put back in, you know, you're going to get back out too. So help everything. By giving your help, it helps everything. Okay, let's pull a guardian angel card for you too to wrap up the reading. Close it out. Your spirit, your animal spirit came out for you. So you're powerful right now. Angel of music. Use music to raise your vibration. If you're into music, this might be talking about creativity, finding that, you know, if you're stuck writing a song or something like that, to just take some time away. Ask your angels for help. Your angels of music will help you regarding that. And it will also help you with your vibration. This will help you with your vibration too. 13, angel of gratitude. Mindfulness, perspective, forgiveness, abundance, peace, gratitude, compassion, purpose. And it's a 4. And that's a 3. So we have good messages for you. Leo, sending you love and light.